Protect sharp. If we have 4,600 households, and he picks up 4,600 households, he expects to be paying for 4,600 households. And 45 of them pay and 100 don't. Who picks up that bill? The city of Cannon?
The contract, of course, again, I haven't seen the contract. Sharp has submitted a contract to me, a proposed contract. I have not seen one.
So what are you saying? You hadn't seen it, so you don't know what the answer is, or you
Well, I don't know exactly what.
Well, has anybody here seen the contract or wrote the contract?
No.
Who wrote it?
Sharp was to submit a proposed contract.
I'm just trying to, whether it's Sharp or whoever it is, to protect it. It's not, I mean, if he picks up 5,000 cans, he expects to be paid for 5,000 cans. Who's going to pay for that?
What I would anticipate is that the city would pay for it, because the contract will be between the city and Sharp.
Okay, so the city can afford.
Well, let me finish.
Yeah.
And the city is to pay Sharp so much per month for however many trash service, however many trash cans they pick up.
Mm-hmm. Which is only fair to Sharp.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The city would contract with Sharp, pay X amount of dollars for picking up X amount of trash receptacles.
Okay.
Then it's up to the city to collect the money from the customer. That's how it usually works.
All right.
So my thinking on this is that, so we have 100 people that didn't pay. So we do have a property maintenance person, and we get a report saying that, account 4, 5, 9, 37, and 400. So we get the list of 100 people. Since they have neglected to pay their bill and they've taken off, they no longer have household pickup. So then our property maintenance would be able to go by and write them a ticket for not, since we do have a city ordinance. Would they be
It's
able
the
to
same thing we have now. We have a problem with people not picking up their trash.
Yeah.
Write them a ticket, they still don't pick up their trash.
So we've got that ordinance already on the books.
What are you accomplishing? You can't make people take the trash to the trash can, no matter who pays.
You need to be careful.
So you're not accomplishing anything, and that was the whole idea.
Mayor, I understand what you're saying, but in that scenario, just because you're not paying for garbage pickup doesn't mean you're not getting rid of your garbage. It doesn't mean that your garbage is going to pile up in the alley behind your house.
That is correct.
You can only write the ticket for the garbage being piled up. It doesn't mean they're not taking it to their mom's house, or taking it to their dad's house, or taking it out in the country and dumping it in a ditch. You have to be able to prove that. I mean, just because they're not paying doesn't mean that you're going to have something that's a ticketable offense.
Mr. Palmer, my name is Mr. Garrett, by the way. You're my councilman. Did I hear you correctly a while ago that this was voted down by the people, the city trash pickup? Did you not say that earlier?
Yes, in early 2000.
So you individuals there, you are there to represent the will of the people, is that correct? This country was founded on the free enterprise system. And when you have free enterprise system, you have people competing one with the other.
Yes.
You're going to keep prices reasonable. You got one person doing it, what do you think is going to happen? This company has already bought out Friendly Waste, by understanding. I could be a little more negative and say you might want to check a couple of other towns that they service, but I won't go there. But we live in one of the Pemiscot and Douglas County, the two of the poorest counties in the state of Missouri. Now, I've got a friend that he doesn't have trash pickup, but he does the best he can. I dare say there's many more like him. He barely makes ends meet. Sometimes he doesn't make ends meet, and I try to help him. That's a Christian thing to do. And he takes care of my trash. He has a place in the country, and he makes sure that it's done properly. Now, I dare say there's several others like that. So I think we need to think about these people. I mean, $8 is not a lot to me. I'm a retired railroad conductor after 40 years. $23 is not a drop in the bucket to me, or $8 or whatever, but it means a whole lot to some people, and we need to think about that. And I think this thing, and just, as Mr. Figgins said so eloquently, You have created a mess, and that's an understatement of the year. But you have a chance to make it right, and I hope you do.
Anybody else have further comment?
Let me ask, I'll try to keep my mouth shut on this subject, but, I'm Jake Patrick, and, I guess one question I did have is, I know I personally brought this up to the council. Why couldn't we brought this to the people after it's been voted down twice before? And I understand we want to get things done, but I've been involved in proposals to the community. You've got to lay a plan out. You've got to get the information to the people and let them decide that's what I want. Not make the decision for them, or you have a problem like you have here tonight. I just couldn't figure that out. Why we couldn't, the election's 3 months away. Why couldn't that have been put on the ballot? All the pressure's off your back. That's all I have to say about it.
I think right now we seem to have painted ourselves into a corner.
No, that's, I had one other question, it's not say just a question. Who's picking up my garbage next week?
Chris Sharp, Sharp Disposal,
Do I pay Sharp?
for the month of January, yeah.
Our part pays in,
For the month of January?
or wherever I got the bills.
No, it should have been for December. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Dennis Pelt, you said you painted yourself into a corner, correct? And I fully understand that. What are we gonna do to get out?
I don't have an answer for that right now. I think the discussion of having it very much in the open has to be, is critical to what we're gonna do, as with all things. And we need to make sure that we have all the answers before we vote. And this was a little bit different. We tried to get the entire council involved in this, right? And it's more as normally we would go to a committee type group. And I think it left too many people out in the cold by doing the whole council. There were too many people that were not able to attend and read the things and see the things, and I think that has cost us dearly. A normal procedure here is go to the committee, get the committee to make a recommendation. The way I do it, for me personally, is if the committee makes the statement that this is what we want, they're the ones that have researched it out, and they're the ones that I have to believe. I expect the same thing out of the people that listen to my committee reports. So it was just done differently, and I think tended to maybe let other people think about it thoroughly, and I don't know that we all did think about it thoroughly.
I mean, we got private citizens, Charlie Hilburn, County Sparks, Eric Figgins, that have given more information out than what we got from the council. So, I mean, that's a lot for you to chew on.
Yes.
I was not aware of any of this stuff, and the total cost is what it was per month. So I think that's something you guys got to look at.
I agree.
And when you had those discussions, discuss it up there, not in a closed meeting.
Do you have any motions?
So we can do that.
First, second.